This is Connie Lindsay from Crafting a Joyful Life. I want to show you today how to make these cute treat bags. They are so easy to make with the gift bag punch board that I made 12 of them quickly yesterday for Valentine treats. These are made from the retired Stampin' Up paper from several years ago, but the one I'm making today with the Sweet Soiree Specialty Desire Series paper is featured in the Stampin' Up Occasion catalog live right now. Basically, all you need to create one of these bags is 2 6-inch squares of paper, the gift bag punch board that Stampin' Up sells, and some adhesive, and 2 10-inch strips of ribbon for the handles. So that's what we're going to do today. Quick. So to save a little time, because I know you don't want to watch a 30-minute video, I went ahead and prepared one of the pieces of paper ahead of time. And if I'm not clear on some of this or you're still confused, feel free to leave a comment with your email, and I'll be glad to, or you can go over to my blog and I'll be glad to help you. But you can see that by using the punch board, it creates the bag. So there's half of our bag right there, and so we're gonna create the other one. So the first step is we're going to score 3/4 of an inch across the top here. So I need to get my score palette. Move this whole bag over a little bit. And you want to be careful about that we're scoring along the top, and I want my bag this one to be like this. The first one I made was straight up and down, but I wanted to see what it would look like if I went this. You just don't want to have one side one way and one side the other way. That wouldn't look too good. So this one I'm going to do and score at 3/4 of an inch, just down the side like that. And then that's all we do. I meant to do that twice. This is a little heavier paper than a regular Designer Series paper with that foil, which is what makes it so pretty. Okay, so then you just kind of work the paper so that it folds well, because you don't want to crack it, so you'd be real gentle. And then just take your bone folder and just burnish it along there. And on this one, I took, because this is so stiff, I didn't have this problem with the thinner, with this paper, because it's so much thinner. I didn't have to worry about it popping up. But this this paper is, like I say, it's heavier, and that really it's great, because if you wanted to give something like a, I don't know, a bracelet or some kind of piece of jewelry, something that was a little heavier than just a couple of cookies or a candy, this heavier paper would probably be the way to go. So I'm just going to remove the paper off this tear and tape. I love this stuff. It's so strong and it's easy to use. So I'm just going to do that and then kind of burnish that. So that's going to be the top of our bag. And with the gift bag punch board, it's really easy to do. I'm going to pull out my little scoring tool that comes with it. Now, this is creating the bottom of the bag, so you want to put it upside down. That may seem kind of funny, but that's the way you do it. And you slip it in here, and this is the start line. And so I hope I have this where you can see it. And then first thing you do is you make your score across horizontally. And then we're making a medium-sized bag, so we're going to come down like that and score. I'm pressing really hard on this paper. I could not press that hard yesterday on that softer paper. You have to just adjust. And then you have to give it a really good punch, and especially on this paper. And then what you're going to do is you're going to move your score line over to the start line. And so we're going to move that over and going to score again horizontally. and give a good punch again. Oh man. There we go. And then this is a really strong paper. And then since this is the side that we're making, so right here, this is the side. So you can see that this is going to be the little flap that we use the adhesive on. Then this is a gusseted bag, so it has the little triangle there for you. And then make the line up like that. Okay. And then we're going to have to move this, scored, this side here. And this is going to have to be moved over to the start line so that we can give it a good punch again. I think I'm shaking my camera. I'm punching so hard. And so this is what you have. It creates that little bag for you. And then you just kind of gently work the paper. And this little piece right here we don't need, and so I'm just going to cut that out of the way. And then work this so it's starting to make itself into a little bag. Kind of encourage that to fold just like that. Get a little help there. And we don't need our punch board anymore, so I'm going to move that out of our way. Okay, so then I've already put adhesive on this one, the tear and tape, because we're gonna stick these together. So I'm gonna add my adhesive, my tear and tape, if I can find it, onto this side, this flap. And I want to be sure and get the top there. And because this paper is so heavy, I didn't have to do this on the ones out of the thinner paper, but I'm going to add a little extra there. And then I'm going to pull that away. And then I'm going to line up the paper. My head's not in the way. Still learning how to do this, but it's fun. I taught for years, so I like to teach people things. So this is my new classroom, I guess, my virtual classroom. It's a little more fun to teach how to make fun crafts than try to get kids to write essays to pass a test. Okay, and I'm going to come over here and just line up those edges and then give it another good, just like that. And you see I already have adhesive on that, but I need to put it on the bottom of the longer one, so I'm going to do that right now, so that way you can see. This is your flap that's going to seal it. And there's you can look and choose one side for the front or the back, but they're really, unless you have a little boo-boo you're wanting to hide, they're really the same. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the adhesive. I'm putting them on these flaps because it's so heavy and I want it to be sturdy, so I'm adding this extra. If you were just using the thinner paper, I don't imagine you really need to do that. So we're going to put it down like this and kind of keep it square. This grid paper is really handy. And so see that's going to be stuck a little bit with that. And then this one is the one that has the adhesive on it. So then I just kind of hold it and turn it over, kind of press it a little bit, and then get my bone folder and just rub around in there a little bit. Make sure that sticks the way it should. And then just kind of pinch it like that. Okay. And for the, this has the ribbon in it. So what you do is, I just went over 3/4 of an inch because you want to give yourself plenty of room for the handle. And I just make a little mark. And I have a crooked eye sometimes. I think that I'm going to be able to do it without making it. And this is the, I need to write it on here. This is the, maybe you can kind of see the punch. Line it up. And then come over here and line it up just like that. And you do that to both sides so that you have two. And the ribbon that I used is a free product during Sale-A-Bration. It's a 3-pack of ribbon, and this is the basic gray shimmer ribbon. And I was looking for something with a little shine and pizzazz, and if you can see that. And then the gray and the silver I thought were good. So you need 10 inches. So I'm going to cut this at 10 inches. And I'm going to make a really kind of sharp angle because I think that makes it much easier to get it through. And then you just thread it through from the front. Put that little fella in there and then pull. And then this other side. And pull him. And then just to make sure it's even, I like to pull it like this. Until I started making my own bags, I never understood why the ones you buy at the craft stores had the ribbons like that. I was like, what? But now I understand somebody had to tie those little knots in there. And then they just left them that way. So I'm going to tie this knot. I am going to tie this knot. Okay, so pull that. And then you can just pull it back through. And there you go. Now on some of mine on that softer paper, I actually went back with Scotch tape and the magic mending tape that didn't show and tape that down. But I don't think you need to on this heavier bag. So that's basically how you do it. And like I said, to have a little gift tag, I just took one of I had it laid out here. What did I do with it? It's this sweet Soiree card pack that's in the Sale-A-Bration catalog. One last thing I'm going to share with you, this is a happy thing, is Stampin' Up! Has the gusseted cellophane bags that are 3 by 6 inches, and these are great for treats because they're food safe and they're nice and shiny. As your little baked goods or candy just looks even more special in these. And so as I was making these, I thought, oh, I wonder. And yes, perfect fit. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope I've inspired you to make a few of these cute little bags. You can order the supplies for this project by clicking on the shopping basket over on my blog. And I've also included direct links to the products at the bottom of the blog post where the video is embedded. So thanks for spending a few minutes with me today, and have a great day.